Hello beautiful people! In today's video it's going to be slightly different. I have my cute nephew Emmett here. Say hi, Emmett.
Hi.
He's going to be picking it, well, he actually already did pick out my makeup. That'll be in the next clip, but I have here the makeup that he picked out. This is not the look that I did creating this. I just forgot to film my intro yesterday, but I wanted to come on and do an intro with my cute little nephew here. So let's get on to the rest of the video if you want to see this guy picking out my makeup. Alright, so here is the selection here all laid out on the couch. We've got the eyeshadows, blush, bronzer, highlight, and foundation. And my lovely nephew Emmett, say hi!
Hi.
Is going to pick one from each category. Alright, Emmett, go pick a category from the eyeshadow. I'm sorry, a palette from the eyeshadow collection.
Okay.
You can pick anything you want. Lots to choose from, eh? What are you thinking?
That was some smoky ones, but they're all really in the brown shade, which I don't really like.
Okay.
This one has some smokies, but I don't think it's a mess. So we tried to choose between these two.
Is it because they're the most colorful?
Yeah.
Cool.
This one.
You're going to choose that palette right there?
Yes.
Alright, so Emmett chose the number, I don't know what collection this is, number 2 from the Anastasia Beverly Hills collection.
Wait, what collection is this number?
That is
One?
that's number 1, yep. Okay, so moving on to the blush. He's going to pick from this selection right here. Pick a blush.
Okay. I think this one's pretty good.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Perfect. So he's picked an older blush from Stila. It's the Petunia. Alright, so we've picked that one. Alright, now for bronzer. There's only 3, so there's not that much selection. Those are the only ones I have dark enough for my skin tone right now in the summer.
This one.
That one right there?
Is this one called the banana
Bahama Mama.
one?
Yep, perfect. Alright, place it down and let's move on.
This one looks like a book.
Yeah, it's pretty cute, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so now for highlight. That's this section right here.
Okay, what's highlight?
That's the part that goes on your cheekbones right here.
Like right there?
Yes.
Okay.
Tough choice, yeah, they're all pretty.
I like that one because it has all the lines in it.
Yeah.
Kind of sparkly. This one has a few different ones to choose from. I like this one.
That one there? Alright, so he chose the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. It's the highlight he chose. And last but not least, I have 4 different foundations here,
but
buddy.
I also kind of want to do that one because I'll
You want me to have both then?
Yeah,
I can do both. Alright, so he also chose the Natasha Denona Mini Diamond and Glow palette. Can you open it for me, buddy?
Yeah.
And right there. Perfect. Add it to the little pile right here.
Okay.
And for foundation, which one do you want to choose?
Wait, what shade do you think this one's going to be?
That's going to be the exact match to my skin. That's going to even everything out. That is not so much for like color choices, that's just for whatever formula you want. That one's a long wearing one, so it's going to be good in the hot summer days like we're in right now.
Okay, let's do this one.
That one? Alright, so he's chose the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light Foundation. Alright, bud. Thank you very much for your help. Take a bow. No? Okay. Alright, guys, I will move on to the next clip. Okay, so we forgot to pick out lip products, so I'm just going to have Emmett do that right now. Okay, Emmett, pick one of all of those things.
Wait, one of these, one of these?
No, those are just the caps.
Okay, so one of these and one of these?
Sure.
What's this stuff?
Lip gloss.
This one goes white. Or the stuff on the thing the color looks gonna be.
It's just clear.
What does lip gloss do?
It makes your lip shiny.
Okay.
So all those are lip glosses right there. So pick one of those, and you can pick a lipstick too if you want. That one? Okay. So he picked... Oh, you haven't picked it yet.
I'm just looking.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
That one? Okay, so he picked the Dior lip gloss here. It's a light pink color. Alright, and pick a lipstick, buddy.
So lipsticks. Ow. Go
It goes on your lips, yep.
Okay. What this one goes with this one.
That one? Okay, perfect. So he picked the YSL in the shade number 15. Camera's not going to be able to focus very well, but yeah. Okay, thank you, buddy. We're good to go. Okay, so with the palette my nephew picked out, the ABH Novena palette, this one right here, this one is volume 2. I'm going to first, so I think I'm going to play with A3, I'm going to play with B1, and then I'm going to mix a little bit of this color as a winged liner, and then I haven't decided which color I'm going to go with for my lower lash line. So we will see how this turns out. Considering I have to only use one palette to complete the entire look, it shouldn't be that difficult considering these are colors and I do like to play with colors. So let's start off using, I'm going to take B1 and I'm going to go in with that starting in the crease. Now I've already primed obviously and set my lids. I'm back to using the Hard Candy Primer. I'm going to see if it creates the dry patches on my eye like it was doing, like I thought it might be doing before, or either that it was this palette here that I was using every day. But I've since given my eyelids a break from using this palette and the Hard Candy Primer. So I have been slowly incorporating, I've been using the Hard Candy Primer whenever I do my makeup lately, and this is the first time I'm using this since, so. Okay. This shade seems to need a little bit to build up. That's what I find with this palette, even though like I love the fact that it's like so many different colors, sometimes these shades are a little harder to work with and it takes some building up, and I find sometimes they don't layer as nicely. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything too super fancy with this because we're going to have a lot of color going on, so I'm not going to blow it out as far as I usually do. I'm just going to keep it like toned down as much as I can. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a little bit of my glitter glue on the inner corner here because that A3 shade needs a little bit of help, and my eyelids also need help. So I'm going to take that on the first part and blending it about halfway. And then, I forgot to clean my brushes last night, so I have some shadow on them from when I didn't make up yesterday, so I'm just going to clean it off as much as I possibly can on here and use the other side to go in. Actually, I'm going to start with my finger. Maybe? Will that work? So this color here I'm taking on the first half, blending it halfway. I thought these colors would look really pretty together. The shimmery yellow green and the lime green. And then just using my brush to blend out the edges. And I'm blending it up just slightly into the crease to blend all that together. Okay, I'm going to go back into B1 and go over the edge here. I'm going to use a little bit actually of this shade here, B3. It's a bit different tone of green. Let me just show you the differences here. Okay, so this is B1, the one I went on the outer corner with, and this is B3. So very different when swatched on the finger. I'm just going to take a little bit of that, like a dab, and put it right here just to blend the two and add a little bit of contrast. Just a little bit of contrast. Okay. That's okay. I'm just going to go back in with my flat brush here and pick up a bit more of A3, the shimmery green, tap over that. And then I'm going to go back into B1 and just go over the edges again. Okay. Interesting. Today's going to be a lime green eye look. Okay, I'm going to take... Is this considered cheating if I go in with my brow bone highlight? Might be. Okay, fine. I won't use it. I'm going to take the shade C1, which is not typically the shade, kind of a shade I use for my brow bone highlight. It is shimmery, as you can see, quite an impact. Maybe if I go over really lightly, it will not be so bad. Here we go, just lightly. I'm not sure if I like that. I might go, you know what, I'm going to use a little bit of face powder because I'm going to be using that for my face anyways. So I'll take that because I guess that's not cheating because it's not part of it, it's not a different eyeshadow. Anyways, okay. Just going to blend that out a little bit more here so it's a little more seamless. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, so for that inner corner that I like to do so much with that highlight, I guess I'll take a little bit, I guess I need a little bit of something. I'm going to take that same A3 shade on that same brush, and I'm just going to use that shade to blend into the crease. That should work fine. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Alright, I'm going to attempt to use C5 as an eyeliner. This dark burgundy, because I think that would really pop against the line. But first I have to somehow trace over and make a line, a base, sorry. Let me just find the appropriate eyeshadow brush to use with that. Okay, I'm going to take this small angle brush and I'm going to take a white cream shadow liquid. What is this? It's an eyeshadow base from NYX. It's pretty old, but it still works. So I'm just going to take that on a brush, and I'm just going to start to add that as a base. Something sticky for the burgundy to stick to, and I'm just going to start to map out that. Okay, that's worked pretty good. And then to do the wing, this is going to be the tricky part because my eyelids don't love receiving wings as much as I used to. Let's see how we can make this work here. Okay, that might be okay for now. I'm going to wipe it off real good, and then I'm going to go into the C5 shade. I guess I'll use the same brush, tapping off the excess, and start to stamp that right over top. And then gently flick it on the outer corner. Just going to start to bring it in. Alright, this isn't turning out half bad. I was afraid of this step. I thought it was going to be horrible. Pulling on my eye just a little bit just to help get it blended and seamless. Okay, just going to wipe that off for the next eye. Now for the flick, to help intensify the flick and make it more just graceful, I guess if you can use that word, I'm going to I have a smaller brush here, I just need to find it. I wasn't prepared, as usual. Okay, so this really tiny brush here, I'm going to use that and just go in lightly with that powder. And I'm just going to gently flick it out. Okay, that will have to do for now. Okay, I'm going to clean the edge up here by taking a pointed Q-tip and just sharpening it up. So I'm going to do that because that could take me a little bit and I don't want this video to be super, super long. I will catch up this side, do the face, and I will come back and show you the final look. I guess I should let you know what he actually picked for foundation and stuff like that, but I will do that when I come back after I catch up both eyes and get my foundation on. I'll go over that with you. Okay, so I zoomed you out just a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit of the face with you. So for the foundation that he obviously picked was the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light, which is appropriate for this heat. And for the bronzer is the Bahama Mama bronzer. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on my big fluffy brush here and just bronze up my face. For powder I just use my usual MAC Mineralized Skin Finish just because I don't really stray too far from that. So I didn't bother getting him to pick a different powder. Okay. Now for blush, he picked two different kinds. We will see how this will work. Okay, so first off, I guess, actually I'm going to do the highlight first. So Hourglass highlight. I think I'll go on with the gold just because I feel like it's going to flatter the overall look. So I'm just going to take that on my brush here and just dust it on the high points of my cheeks. Alright, okay, now for blush. I'm going to attempt to use a combination because he picked two different kinds. So I'm going to use the Stila Petunia and I'm going to try and use that blush there. So I'm just going to take my brush here and just stipple a bit on my cheeks. Blending it in to the highlight a little bit. I think what I'll do is I'll use the other blush more like a transition between the highlight and the blush. I think that might work instead of trying to layer another color on top of this already pink blush, because I mean we do have quite the look on the eyes, quite the bright colors. So, and I think I'll do that with the highlighting brush as well, just to give it like a softer blend. I'm actually going to take a little bit of, actually I'm going to use that one after. I was going to mix the two together, but I'll do that after. So I'll take that, dust it off, and I'm just going to lightly feather it right in between here. It doesn't add a lot, but it adds a little bit. I don't want to go overboard. And then I'm just gonna wipe it off so I don't go contaminate the other color with the blush. I'm gonna take some of that other highlight. This is more shimmery highlight, and I'm just gonna apply that lightly on top of all that. You guys can see that look there? It's very pretty. If I didn't do this sparingly, it would have looked crazy real quick. Okay, now I'm just going to take this fluffy brush and blend it all together. Okay, I'm going to do my brows and then I will come back and finish the lower lash line. Alright, so for the lower lash line, I'm going to first take, what color am I going to do? This brush here, and I'm going to dampen it. I have some Fix Plus on this little palette here, and I'm going to take the shade A3, the same color we used on the lid, and I'm just going to take that in the crease, and I'm going to extend it onto the lower lash line, and I'm going to bring it about halfway. It looks a lot more yellow on camera, which is interesting. And then I'm going to take a smaller pointed brush and go with the shade A2. And I'm going to take that just on the inner corner right here, just to help to help pop the inner corner. And then I'm going to dampen my pencil brush here on that Fix Plus that I have. And I'm going to take the shade A5, this nice purple color here. And I'm going to take that on the lower lash line and blend it into about halfway. And I'm going to overlap the yellow on top of it. But I also want to take it slightly and like kind of feather and wing it out, just so it joins nicely with up here. I originally thought of taking like a hot pink color or a purple color, but I thought that might be too much color to go on the eyes, so instead I decided to keep it toned down and kept it in like the green family. Alright, going back into the A3 and just taking that over top of shade A5. Sorry, did you see any of that? Oh my gosh, I zoomed you in way too far. Okay, now just going to take this brush again and just go over to blend. Alright, now I want to add something to my waterline, but I feel like, let me just zoom you out a little bit, you're really close. I want to add something to my waterline, and I look crazy right now with just this done. I really need to add some mascara. But I feel like that might be cheating because he didn't pick it, and he's not here right now to ask, so... You know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to add a green to my waterline. I'm going to take the pencil here that I have. It's a mint base. It's from Maybelline. And then I'm going to take just this flat brush here and I'm going to go into, let's do yellow. Maybe not, maybe let's do green. I'll just take the same, I'm trying to think here, give me a second. Yeah, I don't want to close them off, so I'm going to go with A3. Okay, that helped brighten up just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to finish the other eye and come back and show you the final look with mascara, and I'll do the lip. Alright, here is the final eye look done. Next for the lips, we have two products to play with here. The first is a YSL lipstick. Oh, it's actually a lipstick. I thought I picked something else out. Nope, it's a shine. So, it's just like a light, like corally color, which I think goes pretty good with this look. And then we have a little bit of gloss to put over top of that. This one's from Dior. It's an older one, Dior Addict Ultra Gloss in the shade 363 Nude. Doesn't look very nude to me. It's quite pink. But we're going to pop this on to add some shine. And all in all, not that bad. Not that bad. I think my nephew did a great job at picking out makeup for me. And this completes the final look. Let me zoom you in on the eyes one more time. This wing is not the same as this wing, but that's life, right? Nothing ever can be completely even when you're doing your eyes. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this different kind of video for me. Nephew does my makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thought it was fun. And until next time, you will see me in my next video. Bye!